EPLANT-Piping Basic tutorial. This video shows several commands used to control visibility of piping lines in a 3D model. Let's start looking at the layers associated to piping lines. The CLR prefix is used by the layers of piping components. Each line has a different layer. Layers with the EE prefix are reserved for equipments. Each equipment has a different layer. In this case, we are looking at layers corresponding to equipments inside an external drawing file attached as XREF. These ones are layers used by line routing of each line, in case they are defined. In this moment, they are off. To control line and equipment visibility, there are several specific commands. Let's look to them in detail. To begin with, there are two groups to set off and on several sets of objects. This one set off all line routes. This one set off all piping components and we execute it. This one set off all equipments and again we execute it, and we see that also those equipments inside attached XREF files are reached by this command. All these global commands support XREF files. This one set off structures created with EPLANT-STH. Colored icons are instead for setting on layers. This one sets on all piping components and we execute it. This one sets on all equipments and again we execute it. There are also more commands to set off the selected element only. For example, this one that sets off all components of the selected line. This one does the same, but with an equipment, which in this case happen to be inside an XREF file. Two more commands are especially useful because they control line and equipment visibility by their names. In this column, we see the status of the line route layers. In this one, we see the status of the component layers. And on the right, we see the name of a file in case the line is inside an attached XREF. If this column is blank, the corresponding line is inside the current drawing file. This is one of the lines that were just set off. We use this command to set off, for example, all lines of 4 and 6 inches. Let's see now the equivalent command for equipments. This equipment is defined inside the XREF file, while this one is inside the drawing file. We set off these equipments inside the XREF. This command can only be used in 2D plan extraction drawings, and it is used to easily control layers of different views.